Hello everybody and welcome back to QuipScope. It's a show where we talk about a video game that's recently come out that we are playing. My name is Ben.
And my name is Ashton.
Ashton, we've both been playing Call of Duty Vanguard.
Yeah, we've tag teamed it.
We have. We've divided and conquered in that I've tackled some multiplayer and some zombies.
And I've played the campaign.
Done some campaign. Yeah. We're going to tell you all about it based on our limited experience so far. I know it's been out for a few days. Obviously, can't really go any further than this without quickly disclaiming that there's some pretty shady, nasty stuff going on over at Activision and Blizzard. We are going to just obviously focus on the game in this video, but ethically, it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to support it. And with that out of the way, Ashton.
Yes.
Tell me about the campaign. We're back in World War II, aren't we?
Yeah, World War II is where we are. And specifically, we're in Hamburg. Trying to get some papers that will help the Allied forces win the war.
Okay.
So there's 6 of us in our little special ops team. There's a couple of Brits, an Australian, Paulina, who is the Russian lady that we've seen in a lot of the promotional material, and then Novak, which is the character that you play as. And then also an American guy.
An American guy.
So there's a collection of different people all with various different kind of skill sets. And the opening mission is on a train and you're trying to hijack the train.
Okay.
So we've got 2 moving trains,
Yep.
High action, high fun. And then there's 9 missions in total. So I've finished 3 of the missions. So I'm a third of the way through the campaign already. And I've only been playing it for about 2 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, Call of Duty campaigns tend to be on the short side.
Quite short anyway. Because,
yeah.
people don't really get Call of Duty games to play the campaign, do they?
I suppose not. It always makes me sad that I know they've only ever released one without a campaign, but it did make me very sad because there is sort of it is the definition of AAA, isn't it? It's the popcorn munching production value, kind of just go along for the ride.
And I mean, the missions I've played so far, so you kind of play one as the group and then you kind of play one as each character that you've got. So I've played one as the British captain, who's called, I wrote his name down because...
He's got a really cool name, or she's got a really cool name.
He's got a really cool name. He's called Arthur Kingsley.
Arthur Kingsley, that's a good British name.
He's the commander, and then he has a mission where you kind of control his ability. So he can kind of send soldiers off to attack certain areas. So you can command legions of soldiers. Paulina has parkour power, basically.
Nice.
She's just really good at jumping up things. I think we saw glimpses of her mission in the I think it was E3.
Yeah, was it there was some sort of attack going on?
Yeah,
there was.
We saw basically her mission, some of her mission. Yeah. So I've played those 2 missions, and they've each got kind of their own specialty. So they've all got their own kind of specific mission paths and stories and stuff. But I've enjoyed it so far. Visually, very pretty.
Yep.
Even on the PlayStation 4, it looks pretty good. There is some texture loading in that it struggles with sometimes. I'll walk up to a character and they're just kind of a triangle, and then their features will form in front of their faces.
Oh, okay.
Which I did actually notice when I played a bit of kind of split screen multiplayer on the weekend as well, that occasionally when I was loading in the game, all of the characters as we picked our loadout all had poly faces that just didn't look right, and then they gradually loaded in, even on the PS5. So I wasn't too surprised there was some stuttering on the PS4. But yeah, I've enjoyed the campaign so far. I'm sad it's so short, but I'm gonna play the rest of it, and it is typical, Call of Duty. You get a gun, you shoot. There's not much stealth that you can really do.
Right.
They kind of try to get Paulina to do stealth, but as soon as you get seen by one person, every AI knows exactly where you are.
Okay.
So they introduce vents and stuff that you could crawl through to do silent takedowns. And then I got caught by one guy just seconds before I stabbed him in the throat. And then I was walking through various different vents, and still people knew where I was all the time. I could get shot out the other end of a vent, even though I'd gone up a level inside a vent where no one could see me.
Oh.
So it was kind of weird, but Call of Duty is not necessarily known for being a kind of subtle.
No,
it's more run and gun
I
situation.
Suppose not.
But
they did a really cool mission. It was my favourite in Cold War, off of last year's Call of Duty.
Yes.
Where you were infiltrating some Russian headquarters, and it might be something significant and has a name that I'm not aware of. but you were disguised as a soldier, and you basically had free reign of this building and could just walk around, but you had to go to different rooms first to get key cards and stuff. And it was really interesting, and they've not really done that before. They did a similar thing, I think, in the Call of Duty World War II a few years ago. So was that anything like Pauline's mission in that you could, it was kind of open-ended, or was it just here's a corridor?
No, so it was kind of a big room with different levels. There was a couple of, like, you're in a post office and you're trying to rescue your brother, and they're in the kind of main lobby area, and then around it is a couple of buildings, a couple of rooms even on the first floor that have like vents that link them all together, and then there's a lot of like under, because Paulina couldn't go really fast under in the crouched position. So you're kind of encouraged to crouch and run around. And like it did have the kind of element of like it was introducing you, so you could go in very stealthily if you wanted to. Because there was a lot of soldiers in this room that I found out as soon as I got caught. There was suddenly like 50 of them appeared, and I was just shooting blindly. But I think they do kind of let you do that if you want to. But if you get caught, that's it. No. Just got to go and shoot. You just got to shoot everything, and then it becomes Call of Duty. Yeah, basically. But I've enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to kind of playing the rest of it.
Nice.
Like I said, I don't think it will take me very long. Yeah. But that's my impression of the campaign so far. You've played multiplayer and zombies.
Yes. So multiplayer is, as you would expect, the main drop. And this isn't a criticism of Vanguard. It's just sort of an observation of how Call of Duty and a lot of multiplayer shooters work at launch, is that if you want to do remotely well, now is the time to play it, because it's got a lot of new players, and unless it goes on Game Pass or PlayStation Plus or something like that and it gets an influx of new players, if you get it, say, at Christmas, there'll probably be some new players then, actually, so you'll probably be all right. But now's the best time to play it, because after Christmas, realistically, the only people you are going to be facing are the people who are level 49 last night, so 2 days after launch. The people who are just hardcore MLG, killing you before you even know where they are. You're just they're like flying around corners and like sliding and like going prone immediately to shoot you with, someone ran around with like a projectile, like a ballistic knife thing, and killed me with it yesterday in kill cam, and I was like, yeah, that's classic World War II technology there. That's really felt, there it is. Really felt cool being killed by that. Thanks. But I was able to pretty much hold my own as someone who hasn't played competitive Call of Duty apart from occasional Warzone for a long time.
What did you think of the maps?
I played 2 maps. So I did a bit of team deathmatch on, it looked like some sort of maybe a Japanese style garden. I'm not entirely sure where it was, because I don't know where the campaign is set, because I haven't played it.
It's kind of set all over the place. Ooh.
Okay, so there's a rogue coaster.
Sorry, a coaster.
It's a spooky coaster.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I think it mirrors that. So and one was in what I'm assuming is a French farmstead, just in the countryside.
Yes.
And I did Search and Destroy as well. I love Search and Destroy. It was always my favourite mode back in the day when I used to play a lot of Call of Duty. It's pretty. There's lots of ways around it. You've got your allies on the map. You've got your perks. You've got your kill streaks that you can customize. If it's competitive multiplayer Call of Duty. It is what it is, in that you will be killed by lots of people who are probably half your age and twice as good as you.
Yes.
But you can still hold your own if you jump in now, or if you jump in when a lot of people get it.
Is it cross-platform?
I think it
multiplayer
is. I definitely saw in the lobby that I was playing against PC players. I didn't see any Xbox players, but then again, I think it's the same for Warzone in that it doesn't advertise other platforms. It just shows a monitor with a controller next to it, or a PlayStation symbol. So there's a good chance I was playing against Xbox players and just didn't know. But certainly, yes, I think it is crossplay. The main thing I had a lot of fun with, though, was zombies. Before I get into that, though, we need to talk about what a disaster the main menu is.
Oh, it's horrible. Because I do not understand it.
What are they doing? So they've got people who've played Warzone or Black Ops will be familiar with it, but it used to have just 3 things on it. Now there's 4. So they're advertising the game you own. They're advertising Black Ops Cold War. They're advertising Warzone and Modern Warfare. So you got 4 things that you can browse between, and it's just like, stop, will you? Because if you press play on Warzone, you boot up another app anyway. It's not like it's built into the same client. It's so so stupid.
Yeah, I was really confused at first. I thought like they were all going to have like the sideways across the menu was going to have like the campaign, the zombies.
Yeah, but that's what used
the
to be.
multiplayer. And now it's like, no, just this one section of the big
One quarter
screen
of this menu is yours.
has 3 options on it, and those are your options.
It's not good.
Yeah.
And it's sort of typical of the sort of live service kind of, hey, look at all our products and services that will never die. Come and play them and make sure they're the only thing you ever play.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's by the by. There's one zombies mode available at the moment, as far as I can tell, called De Anfang. And it is slightly different from previous zombies modes in that you are sort of in a central location, and it stays as round 1. Normally, obviously, the zombies come, you kill all the zombies, it goes to round 2, and so on. It stays as round 1 until you do one of the 3 modes that are available to you, and you can go through a little portal. They're sort of marked, just in this little town square that you're in.
Yeah.
There's Blitz, Transit, and Harvest. Harvest is you go through this portal, you're in somewhere, zombies come at you, and you have to kill them, and one every few zombies drops like a little heart slate type thing, and you pick it up, and then you have to interact with a pillar to sort of bank the hearts.
Okay.
If that makes any sense. You do it a certain amount, you complete it, you get teleported back, and then the round goes to round 2. And a bit more of the central square is opened up. But you have access to the Pack-a-Punch machine, you have access to the workbench, all that stuff centrally in that square. So the goal is they've sort of flipped it around a bit and changed up what the rounds mean. So Blitz is, I think, you're just in a place and you have to survive all the zombies or kill a certain amount of zombies. Transit is you're escorting this sort of floating skull around.
Okay.
And it's got a sort of ring around it that you've got to stay inside, and zombies attack you, and you get the skull to its destination. You complete it. The round advances. Obviously, it gets harder each round that goes on. You get points that you can spend on the Pack-a-Punch machine. The random box is there as well for you. But more of this square opens up per round until you've opened up everything. And the traditional perks like more health and sprinting faster and so on are just sort of available for free. The first taste is free. So you have one, and then after that, you have to buy it to get the second one. And it's like, you've got the equivalent of what was Juggernog, but for now, for some reason, it has a different name now. Juggernog 2, Juggernog 3, and it goes up 2,500 points, 5,000 points, and so on. So that's the basic structure of it. You can exfil after you've done, I think, 4 rounds, so 3 of those modes, and then you can go. They've added another thing where each round that you complete in one of these zones, you get a spooky devil heart, and you can interact with this horrifying statue thing and choose a random selection of additional perks that aren't perks, but they are perks. So it'll be something like you have a chance to hold on to a grenade if you throw it. There's a small chance that you'll keep it. So you throw it, you get another one immediately. Stuff like that. You can revive allies faster. Consecutive shots on a zombie does more damage. That kind of stuff. Yeah. It was pretty good fun, actually. I did
you play
enjoy
it alone?
No, I played it in co-op.
Okay.
And it was, it was all right. They've changed up the format slightly. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's got a cutscene before it that talks about how a spooky Nazi commander has suddenly searched for supernatural objects, and now he's in league with some demon boy, and that's it. But then it does the traditional zombies thing of then chucking you in, and then there's loads of radio chatter with a dozen characters you have no idea who they are, and you're meant to know who they are. So I think there's some good demons who are on your side who are opposed to the bad demon that the Nazi is on the same side as. I don't really know, but it felt like it gave us way more context than these modes usually do, even though I know there's sort of a rich lore of subtle storytelling that's woven into previous ones.
Yeah.
One final thing.
Yes.
Seemed a bit weird to me. Don't know if it's in the main campaign as well. No swastikas anywhere.
Oh, there is swastikas in the main campaign.
There are. Okay, right. Yeah. I was going to say, I don't want to say that's good then. But it just seemed really weird to me. In the zombies mode, it was all just the cross. It was just sort of the big cross, which is strange.
In a lot of the marketing, there wasn't any swastikas on any of the flags they were showing.
It's been kind of a point of contention because people are like, what are you... There are Nazis.
Yeah. They call them Nazis.
They are Nazis,
we know
right?
We know what their symbol
That's what this game is about.
But yeah, I was also thinking that, but then when I was running around as Paulina during the day, I noticed that there was flags up and they were swastikas.
Okay,
so
all right,
there
well-
are actual like Nazi kind of
I
paraphernalia.
wonder why it wasn't in the zombies mode. Maybe there is a story reason for it.
Maybe.
There isn't. But it's the
Maybe.
the big red banners, and then it's just a cross on it. I was like, that's not. Why have you done that?
Yeah.
There may be
Weird.
some historical significance that I'm not aware of.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
certainly I wasn't aware of that. But that's good. That's good. They're in the campaign.
Also, no zombies split screen,
yeah, that's
which I was a bit upset about. We're
Did
trying
they-
to play it at the weekend, but there's only split screen on the like local multiplayer. There's no like.
right.
You can play it with bots and stuff if you go on split screen. I was saying to you yesterday, actually, when we were talking about it. At one point, I was trying to play with bots of like 10 on each side, and it just spawned all 20 bots on our side, and we didn't have anyone to kill. So we were just running around with these 20 just bots, very confused.
Just 22 people on the same team having a great time.
Yeah.
Getting your cardio in.
Yeah,
Running around the field.
having a nice time.
Lovely, just
Yeah.
taking in the sights. Well,
But
there
yeah.
we are. There's Call of Duty Vanguard. It's available now. I imagine a lot of people will be picking it up, especially over Christmas, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's it's Call of Duty.
It's Call of Duty.
And they are always produced to a very high standard. Whether or not you like it is obviously subjective, but they're it's polished to within an inch of its life.
Yeah.
Apart from the bots all going on your team,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
having their weird polygonal faces and
Yeah.
stuff. But there we are. Call of Duty Vanguard, more like Call of Duty Vanguard, because I think I'm a fan of it.
Oh. Okay.
It doesn't really work, does it?
Call of Duty Vanguard, more like Call of Noobs to Vanguard, because all the noobs should play it now, because otherwise everyone will be too good at it.
Everyone will be too good at it.
By
You won't
next
be able
week.
to do it. Yeah, okay. Well, there we are. Thanks so much for watching / listening to this. QuipScope will be back very soon with another one. Look after yourselves, everybody. Bye.
Love you, bye.